So I am here like at this university area, and I actually next week I'm probably gonna go to a place in Poland, which is very strange because I actually been one time to Poland and it was called I think it was called Krakow or something. So next week I will be going to it's like a place next to Krakow. I think it's called Katowice or something. I'm not sure. So what happened with this is actually that I was trying to get done some, like plans for the upcoming months and stuff. And I was actually supposed to go first of all to Spain. But I decided that because I'm not planning on living in Spain, I'm not planning on, it's not, I don't have time for any vacation basically or anything, so it's no point for me to go to Spain. And then I was like getting a notification that the autumn is going to be completely different than what I had planned. So now I am going probably to do something in the UAE, and if I'm not going there, then it means I have to migrate to Australia within the next coming like months or something, so I'm actually gonna go to this Katowice, and this might be even, like I thought that I will try and film this because I'm not, I'm almost done with the university here, so I don't care too much if someone will get offended if I'm filming. But, I'm not filming other people. But anyway, so, and it's actually a Sunday today, but I was like finishing part of my, what is it called, like my thesis that I've been typing on, and now that one is almost finished, I'm assuming. So that's why I was like trying to fix with that one. But actually, first of all, because I was initially planning on going to Oslo next week, because they have like a assessment day over there. Because I can't say what company this is, because as I want to ensure like that something comes out of it before I say anything, But I'm basically was initially planning on going to Oslo for an assessment, and it's like a full day with different practices, and like, they're going to do a lot of activities to actually test out the people who are showing up. And but because there's like really hard to actually get a hotel and like place to stay in the central of Oslo, I decided that it's not going to work, because I need to be on this assessment like at 9 AM on the 7th. So I changed. I looked at some other locations that I actually can do this at, and they have it in Poland, in Katowice, which I never been to. So that is the location where I will be going next week. So I'm going to be doing a presentation for a thesis next week. It's not even it's like just a B-level thesis actually. So that one I have next week, but I can't leave from Lund, or where I am located. So I need to stay here until the 5th, and then on the 6th of June I will be flying off to Poland for that assessment on the 7th, and wish me the best of luck with it, because this is like, I have been contemplating now for a couple of days how I should do, like, because I have never really intended to be in the more like, what should I say, like in this type of industry, but actually because I have so much experience with it already and all these things, I just feel like I don't mind actually continue sort of being part of that industry, like work with it and all these things, because that's what I have experience in, and also my sort of life plan and what I want to do, achieve and so forth. I'm just want to achieve my master, like continue. I'm almost done with my master. I'm also almost done with the second degree, but after I finish that second degree, I want to continue with a master for that one as well. But I'm not planning on having like, you know, like having a family or something of my own. So I just want to, I really enjoy traveling, I enjoy to see the world, and I enjoy Asia, and I enjoy the Middle East. I want to live in the, like in Dubai or in Abu Dhabi or anywhere around there for a couple of years, and then I want to migrate to Australia and take a citizenship over there. And this company is actually having all those criteria like fulfilled, because if I would sign myself up with them, I would be located in Dubai, and I would also have the option to potentially go to Australia through the company. Therefore, I feel like this is actually a really good choice, and I'm gonna try and show the botanical garden because I'm gonna walk through there in a second. But yeah, so there was like a ton of different paperwork and a ton of different stuff that I needed to do in order to even be able to you know, do this assessment stuff, and I have been really having so much to do with it as well. I had to redo part of my master paper that I was working with, and I also had to do some stuff with these other programs, thesis, and just a lot of, you know, processing of so many different things. And I also have had a very kind of bad situation with the neighbor, so I haven't really been able to sleep that much. I've been waking up or like falling asleep so late, and it's really creepy as well. I don't know. Anyway, so now I'm just walking through the botanical garden here in Lund, and I was eating lunch actually, so that's why I'm kind of full now. So now what am I plan for, because it's like around let me check what time it is. Yeah, it's like after 1 o'clock. I'm gonna go to the bank now because there was I have an incident also, like I think it was last week, where someone stole my bank card, so I had to sort of block my credit card, the usage of it. But now I'm gonna go to the bank and I'm going to fix something with that, and also then I'm going to book the flights to this unknown place in Poland for that assessment day. And also they had quite good hotel options and stuff, so I'm very I will be there for 2 days, so I'm gonna try and film it, because as I said, I never been to Poland, or I never have been to Katowice, which actually looks super nice there. I feel like they have quite nice buildings, and they seem to have quite good like shopping places, and they have yeah, it seems to be a nice place, you know. And I'm very excited also to see the other competitors basically, or like potential colleagues basically, you know, that I'm going to be doing this assessment with, you know. So, and I hope that they are going to accept the fact that I'm not going to be speaking in the language that is native to Poland, but that I will be speaking in English. I do think that the activities throughout the day is going to be in English, and also because the work itself is in English mostly. I mean, they do prefer when people have more than one language, and I think that that like for the staff and for the, you know, for the work environment, like colleagues between, that is in English, you know. So I think it can be an advantage also actually from my part to actually be, you know, like to not be native from Poland when I go there. So let's see. But I have quite a lot of things to get sorted for that, and there was some, you know, criteria and stuff that I need to fulfill in order to meet all the stuff that they are going to be requesting. But I mean, I'm probably quite suitable for what I'm sort of trying to get myself into now. So, and I really, this time around, because I have been contemplating overdoing this before, this time around I just feel like, yeah, I can definitely go for this sort of profession for like a couple of years or something, you know, until I feel like I will migrate to Australia basically. So, and this means also because of the, how should I say it, like the salary and I mean the housing, like, because yeah, like there are quite a few benefits into this that I feel would are quite, you know, like appropriate. So I feel like, yeah, it's totally something I want to try and do and see if I get accepted for, and inshallah that will happen. And also I have like booked yeah, not only the like the flights and stuff, but also like a quite nice hotel and things over there, and like they really seem to have you know, they really seem to have quite nice locations in Katowice. So there was like a ton of different options to choose from, and also the location for the assessment is quite in the central. So so yeah, but I might be able to say what this actually is going to be about, and after my experience with this, depending on how it goes, I might be able to give some, you know, hints and ideas of how to actually, if you would be interested in this type of profession, that like what you actually can think about and what you can do, you know, to sort of improve your chances of getting accepted. I mean, there are quite a lot of physical criteria for this. As I said, there is language criteria, there is like also a form of not a culture, but like a personality that you also need to adapt to, and there's yeah, there was a ton of different things, you know, but I feel like based on all the like past experience and like, yeah, I feel like this could definitely be an interesting thing to try out. So let's see how it's gonna go, and I will try and also film like part of Katowice. I'm gonna ask some of the other girls like for some recommendations, also places to visit there, because I most likely will only have 2 days in Katowice, and as far as I can remember, because I went one time to Krakow because I was doing some like, I don't know, like some beauty type of stuff there, you know, and it was a nice place, it was a nice city, I remember, and it was very like I don't know, very European type of city, so continental, and so it will be interesting to see how it looks like. But yeah, so I will see how that goes. But yet this week, now it's Friday, I'm still going to have quite a lot of stuff to do with all these things until next week. And but next week I'm officially out of the university, like in this city, and also with the master and with all other things. So I'm still going to have, because I'm most likely gonna go to UAE now in June, because I'm gonna move out of the place in Sweden. So I have yeah, I have like a lot of different stuff to do. So I will also give some tips and ideas of how to pack, because I'm gonna have very limited space of packing as well. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna end here because I'm gonna go and do some errands now and continue with a lot of things I need to do. So